I.S.U.P.K presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General Yohana presents the official itinerary for the 57th Annual Lord's Passover. Kickoff. Wednesday, April 1st, the lamb slaughter from 11 a.m. Followed by fun and games, basketball, three-point shootout. Can you hit the target in the archery competition? Then let's gather together ourselves and eat some lamb. Later that night, the dopest podcasts, the Round Table of Truth, Cross the Line Radio, and Let a Hebrew Speak, all going down from 8 p.m. Thursday, April 2nd, the annual Kiddies Party. It's all going down at Slick City Action Park from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Followed by Scripture Breakdown Class from 7 p.m. with 12 Shield General Mahayim. Friday, April 3rd from 8 p.m. the all-black party. You know how we get down. It's all going down at the BH Ranch, Houston, Texas. Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. we will be hosting a brunch. Then the moment we've been waiting for all year, from 5 p.m. sharp, April 4th, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. Followed by the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Sunday, April 5th from 7 p.m. The Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread goes hand in hand, so don't miss it. Make your reservations, book your flights and hotels now. An entire week of activities for only $200. Go to ISUPK.com, pay your Passover fee now. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General Yohana presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yohana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west.
I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General Yohana presents the official itinerary for the 57th Annual Lord's Passover. Kickoff. Wednesday, April 1st, the lamb slaughter from 11 a.m. Followed by fun and games, basketball, three-point shootout. Can you hit the target in the archery competition? Then let's gather together ourselves and eat some lamb. Later that night, the dopest podcasts, the Round Table of Truth, Cross the Line Radio, and Let a Hebrew Speak. All going down from 8 p.m. Thursday, April 2nd, the annual Kiddies Party. It's all going down at Slick City Action Park from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Followed by Scripture Breakdown class from 7 p.m. with 12 Shield General Mahayim. Friday, April 3rd from 8 p.m. the all-black party. You know how we get down. It's all going down at the BH Ranch, Houston, Texas. Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. we will be hosting a brunch. Then the moment we've been waiting for all year from 5 p.m. sharp, April 4th, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. Followed by the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Sunday, April 5th from 7 p.m. The Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread goes hand in hand, so don't miss it. Make your reservations, book your flights and hotels now. An entire week of activities for only $200. Go to ISUPK.com, pay your Passover fee now. Shalom.
The I.S.U.P.K presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. You do not want to miss this one, Israel. Shalom.
Most High Christ, let's clap it up. We're the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite groups or Christian organization. We're not the Black Panthers, we're not Muslim, you know what I mean? We didn't just celebrate Ramadan and then go right back to business, sinning and doing selling drugs, everything that most of the people in the world do. And when we say in the world, we mean everybody. Everybody's Christian with us, you know what I'm saying? Because we actually follow the commandments, you know what I'm saying? As we all should do. That's why we're here today. Teach everybody not to act like the heathens, you know what I mean? Not to wear the mark of these beasts. That's the title of the class today, you know what I'm saying? The beast and his mark, you know what I mean? Learn a little and all about them, you know what I mean? Yeah, we don't affiliate with any of them. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible that the so-called Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans are the true ethnic Jews of the Bible, and that the white man, the beast, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. The Bible calls him many things, and we're going to learn more about just that term because it's not just him, you know what I mean? But I'm priest and officer, Shapat Dayak, you know what I'm saying? To the who we got in here with us. You know what I'm saying? We got newly raised Trooper Izan in here. You know what I'm saying? We got Trooper Nasawan in here. You know what I'm saying? You know, we've been holding heavy ever since they came into the school. You know what I'm saying? Give yourselves a hand.
Outside in Christ.
Who else? Well, we got the comments. You know what I'm saying? We got your choir in here, always checking in from the slave. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Use that time, you know, for your own self. You know what I mean? Most High Christ. We got Simba 1 West up in here. Simba, we said Happy New Passover, Israel. That's not a custom of ours to say happy anything. You see what I'm saying? Just to let you know, we don't say Happy New Passover like Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying? That's a custom of the heathens to say happy this and happy that. You know, we bring in the Passover to remember what the Lord did for us. You know, the actual New Year, you know, what's today? The day is, let's see, Passover's on the 4th. It's a 31st, I believe. So maybe, what is that, the 21st or something like that? Would have been the day of the New Year. But it's not our custom to celebrate a New Year and say Happy New Year or anything like that. You know, we just bring in the Passover. We don't say, like they say, Eid Mubarak and all this, and Ramadan Mubaraks and all that. You know, we don't do all of that. We just bring it in. We make sure we gather together, you know what I'm saying, for the Lord's Passover where he freed us out of captivity. Matter of fact, let's get a Passover in hand. You know what I'm saying? The Lord and the Passover in hand. We about to, I see Nasawan on his way down there right now. You know what I'm saying? I know he got the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? Look, check this out. He's so righteous. He brought the whole crew with him. You coming. We in the truth. We going to Passover. You know what I'm saying? That's right, Nasawan. You know what I'm saying? Azar coming down. You know what I'm saying? First Passover for you, right? Look.
Con, I don't want con.
Oh yeah, the Most High Christ. Look. You get. I can imagine what you about to go through. You just gonna be looking around like you in it. Like, I'm just saying, like a kid in the candy store, like not candy store, but a toy store. Like, hold on, I can do that, and hold up, I can. What? What is he wearing? Oh man, hold on. We do this too. You about to learn our culture like it's no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And get the rest of whatever mark of the beast was on you. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing our culture for the first time. I remember my first Passover, like it was shedding off of me heavily. You know, all that worldly. They're like, dang, look at this right here. I actually had a problem a little bit with the attire, the garments, you know, the war garments. I didn't exactly like them, you know what I mean? But as I start seeing how we do it, I'm like, look at all the flavor that we doing. Damn. Look at that. That doesn't look bad. And, you know, it put me right in the spirit of it. You know what I'm saying? So Most High Christ for this Passover coming up. That's not something we say happy new to, you know what I'm saying? But just, you know, make sure you gather with us. Glad you're here with us right now, Simba. You know what I mean? You know how we do. Anybody else coming here? Nazamana. I don't be know if I'll be saying your name right. It's Nazamana. You know what I'm saying? Nazamana been here with us. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. So we're gonna get to it though. Let's get straight to the what's name. The title of the class is, you know, the beast and his mark. You know what I mean? So we're gonna find out, first of all, we got to find out who is the beast according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You got to always do it according to the Bible. When I talk about stuff with a lot of people, you know, they get to speaking off of how they feel. It's not how you feel. It's according to the Bible. You know what I mean? Because it has to be a standard. If it wasn't a set standard that you have to go off, like everybody would go off their own standard. And believe me, it is billions and billions of child abuse lawsuits out there. So there's billions of people who would go off a standard of they like to mess with children. We can't go off of that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have a standard. In the Bible, you cannot mess with children. You know what I'm saying? That's usually how you catch them up to when they want to act on their own. Well, do you think it's okay to mess with children? You know, and they usually freeze up right there. You get them. But with all of these are actions of the beast. You know what I'm saying? We find out who the beast is. Let's start with the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 8. Let's go straight there. Let me get there with you. In fact, I got the computer right in front of me. What am I doing? Anybody who got it, just go right on ahead. Let me split my screen.
Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 8. As I live, saith the Lord God, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field.
Right. So this is the Lord speaking. This is the Lord speaking right here, right? And the Lord say, because my flock. So the Lord, The Lord has when he refers to his flock, does anybody know what he means by his flock? You can say it literally, or the example he's given. I'd prefer both. If you answer it, what is he speaking on? You got that, Nasser?
I'm a con, sir. His flock is the lost sheep in Israel.
Right. So the Lord has a chosen people. Yeah, you go, Kai Bob, his people Israel. Also, he's referring to them as sheep. You know what I'm saying? Christ said the lost sheep of Israel. You know what I mean? The Lord calls his chosen people sheep. Because why would he call them sheep? Does anybody know? Why does he call Israel sheep? Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. Anybody know? That's right, Nazamana. I'm getting better at the name. Israel being his sheep, his people. That's correct. The question, Gibbo 5 star. What do you think of faithful to God saying we are not Israelites? That devil. I don't know who faithful to God is. If you probably could type in there, but like if he's a devil, I mean, we if you being here in class, you know that we teach that the devil means liar. And if you're already calling him a devil, you believe him to be a liar. So I wouldn't go off of anything he speaks on. I wouldn't even concern myself with it. You know what I mean? But the water for the comment, the question, you know what I mean? So I was at with the flock. So does anybody know why he says Israel is he refers to us as sheep? No, I give it to him for time's sake, because we need a shepherd. Without a shepherd, we are lost, just like Christ said. And what we got here in these times, well, pretty much since back then too, our leaders always lead us astray. They don't work for us. They sell us cheap. And because we don't have shepherds who lead us the right way, we are always lost, like sheep would be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. Nazamana, we are to follow him. Yeah, but like he calls us that because we need a shepherd. And our shepherds have let us down, so you can see we're lost like sheep would be without a shepherd. You know what I'm saying? So back to what you was reading, Nasawan.
Because there was no shepherd, either did my shepherd search for my flock.
Hold on. Verse 8.
I'm a con, sir. Want me to start over, sir?
You can start over. Sure.
As I live, say, Salaki, sir. As I live, say the Lord God, surely because my flock became prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field.
To every what?
Because beast became meat to every beast of the field.
Now, if the Lord's sheep, his flock, what we already said is Israel, they're people, but they're referred to as animals. Is the beast of the field literal beast, like animals and lions, tigers, and bears eating the children of Israel? Is that the case,
sir?
Nah.
Yeah, that's right, Zabalawan. That's not the case here. You know what I mean? But so if it found out, keep going with that verse and finish that verse out.
Became meat to every beast of the field, because there was no shepherd. Neither did my shepherd. Lie, sir.
Keep going.
Neither did my shepherd search for my flock, but the shepherds fed themselves and fed not my flock.
Now, who would be the shepherds in this case right here? I just said it, but go ahead, Azan.
It would be the other nations, other people with their ideas.
No. You got it, Nasawan?
It would be the black leaders like Martin Luther King, people like him, the black leaders.
Yeah, it would be black and Latino leaders. That's what it would be. You know what I'm saying? The shepherds who were supposed to lead us the right way, but instead they feed themselves. You see what I'm saying? Now, so now we getting devoured by the beast of the field, which we asked was that literal lions and tigers and bears, and you know it responded no, but let's find out for sure, right? You got something, Nasawan?
So, like I said, would that be the Christian pastors too?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Black leaders, religious,
Okay.
black religious leaders. You know, our leaders. You said Martin Luther King and all them, so I figured you meant pastors and all them. So that's the end of that.
That was the end of 8, sir.
Okay, you drop down to verse 28.
Ezekiel chapter 34, verse 28. And they shall no more be prey to the heathens.
They shall no. First of all, who is the they right there? Anybody know?
Israel, sir.
Let me call on you. Yeah, that's correct though. The they is Israel, just like, and we in the same chapter as we read verse 8. So in verse 8, it said, my flock have become meat. They have become meat. So they had just became meat. So read that from the top again and tell me what's the difference from then and now. Then and right then. I mean, then in 28.
Read 28, sir.
28 from the top.
And they shall no more be a prey to the heathens.
Right. So it said they shall no more be prey to the heathen. So what is it saying different right there from verse 8? You don't notice it? All right. So I'm gonna say again in verse 8, it said, you got it, Azan?
Is it yes? Is it because we turned to the Lord, or we found our shepherd in this part?
No, I'm not asking that. I'm not asking that. That's how I'm saying. It said in verse 8, it said Israel, the flock, had became meat, a prey to the beast of the field, right? They became meat and a prey. In this verse, it says they are no longer. Can you read it from the top? I just gave it to you.
And they shall no more be prey to the heathens.
Right. So now you can notice this is the same chapter. So now it's letting you know we're past that part. It's no longer that time. Now in this part with the vision that Ezekiel was given, he sees that Israel is no longer a prey to who? Who does it say in verse 28?
The heathens.
And what's a heathen? Anybody know? Anybody know what a heathen is? Isaiah, you got him?
People outside of Israel. People.
Every other
not our
people.
Yeah.
Not our people. Every other people, all the other nations, everybody else except for blacks, Latinos, blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. If you're not one of them, you are a heathen. How you like it? You're a heathen. You know what I'm saying? Now, if blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians are acting like them, we tend to, the Bible sometimes has them being called a heathen because they're acting like that. They in that culture. They wearing that mark of them. You see what I'm saying? So now it says, so you said heathens were people, right? So what did we learn different from verse 8? In verse, what you got? What you got now?
That the beasts are the heathens. They are people.
The heathens. They are people. The beasts are people. They're not literal lions and tigers. You know what I'm saying? So is that the end of that? Is that the end of that verse right there?
Lie, sir.
All right, let me verse it up.
Neither shall the beast of the land devour them, but they shall dwell safely, and none shall make them afraid.
It sounds like the Lord once again has delivered us. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel has seen it all. He's seen us being a prey to these heathens, these other nations, and then it came to the point where now he done seen us being delivered from them. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point being, the beast are people, right? You got all kinds of examples of that. Give me Isaiah 56, verse 8.
Like, sir, what was that again, Isaiah?
56, verse 8.
I have it, sir.
Go ahead when you got it.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 8. The Lord God, which gathereth the outcasts of Israel, saith, Yet will I gather others to him, besides those that are gathered unto him.
Keep going.
Verse 9. All ye beasts of the field come to devour ye, all ye beasts in the forest. Verse 10. His watchman.
Right here, right? Let's go back to verse 8. So the Lord gathered all the outcasts of Israel. Now notice it said outcasts. Now, does it sound like they're following what the Lord is talking about?
Nah, sir.
It doesn't sound like it. You know what I'm saying? So he gathered all them together, and then it says, I'll gather others on to him. You know what I mean? Like I'll give you an example of it today. Hold up. Read verse 9 again before I say that.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 9. All ye beasts of the field come to devour ye, all ye beasts in the forest.
Right, because the Lord refers to these heathens as beasts. Beast of the wilderness, beast of the field, beast of the forest. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, to give you an example of it today. Like he gathered us all together, you know, at the outcast, you know what I mean? And he didn't put others beside us. Then he goes straight into ye beasts of the field come to devour. Let you know that the Lord is the one who put these heathens on us. You see what I'm saying? You're not doing what the Lord said to do. You're going to come up short because the Lord, he uses these heathens as our whipping stick. You see what I'm saying? These beasts, he uses them. You know what I'm saying? Give you a good example of that. All you got to do is go outside and go to the latest shopping center, the closest nearest shopping center, shopping area where you at. And you'll see beasts devouring us. You're going to see the Chinese cooking chicken. You're going to see the Arab man with the tobacco shops. You know what I'm saying? That liquor store, they killing with the liquor store. Like, why don't we own the liquor store? They got, at least we don't even own one of them. It's 20,000 of them in the neighborhood. We don't own one of them. They got the gas station. They got that sold up, got that on lock, where they selling all of the paraphernalia that you need for all the drugs that these beasts put in our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They would devour you in a minute. Look, and then when the property value get too low, oh, he gonna gentrify that. You know what I mean? You're gonna gentrify that and start the cycle over and over again. We've been gentrified so many times throughout history. You know what I mean? But that's an example of these beasts devouring us. You know what I'm saying? Keep going to verse 10.
Con. Book of Ezekiel, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
What's the watchman? Isaiah, what's the watchman? His watchman. First of all, who's the his in this right here?
I would say the Lord, sir. The Lord's watchman.
I mean that I can take that. I can take that. That is true. That is true. But when you to be more on point, Israel is the his right here. So go ahead. His watchman. What's the watchman, Azan?
Meaning his children.
It's literal.
Sons.
It's literal. The word is very literal. His watchmen. What is that?
His guards.
The ones who are supposed to be warning. The watching, like what back in the day, they used to have somebody on the tower just looking out. That's a watchman. You know what I'm saying? Even criminals, you know, say this, sit right here and watch out. That's a watchman. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone anybody being the watchman for a crime. Just let you know. His
lookouts.
Yeah, that's right. His watchmen, go ahead.
His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They
So
cannot bark.
what would that mean? What would that mean? Something about they all dumb dogs. Anybody?
Means they're mute. Like they don't say anything.
Yeah, and what's the dog? What is a dog for?
For warning.
Right. So they don't even warn. They don't never say nothing. They supposed to be watching over Israel, right? But like in verse 9, these beasts are coming and devouring. The Lord put them on them, and the watchmen don't even say nothing. Who are the watchmen in real time? Who are the watchmen? Disobedience to the call. I wouldn't say disobedience. Oh well, yeah, you can say that because if that's their calling, I get what you're saying. Fiery furnace. So if that is their calling to be a watchman and they not doing it, that is being disobedient.
Salaki, sir, would it mean that they
Georgiana Williams, you said I should look up the definition for heathen. In the Blue Letter Bible, it's people other than matter of fact, anybody got the Zondervan? Nasawan? Nah, I got your Zondervan, damn it. No, I gave it to you last night. You got your Zondervan on you?
Salaki, sir, it's in the trunk. It's in the suitcase in the trunk.
No sweat. Can anybody look up heathen in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary? If not, I got it.
It's not Salaki, sir. I got a Bible dictionary. It's not a Zondervan though, but I can see if you like.
What you got? Let me hear it. I thought you had it.
Come circle.
Let me go to it. You got to be quick on that draw. You might be at camp. We might be in the middle of a battle. Matter of fact, this is a battle right now. Georgiana Williams is contesting. You're supposed to be quick on that draw.
Sir.
Now, you just getting in the game, but let you know you got to be quick on that. You know what I'm saying? Still ain't got it?
It's not in the dictionary that I have. It's not a Zondervan. That's
no
why.
Sweat. No sweat. I'm going to look it up right quick. Make me spell the whole thing out. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Heathen in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Is they gonna give it to me? Come on. All right. Try to do with it. That's what I get for trying to mess with the computer. I got the Zondervan right here in front of me. Messing with this computer, man. Yeah. That's what happened. See, what you doing right now, Georgiana, is okay, no contestant, most high in Christ. But when you looking up the heathens version of heathen, they're not gonna tell you the truth.
I found a definition, sir.
In the Zondervan,
It's a Google search. I've typed in.
that's the same thing as what Georgiana did. You know what I'm saying? Let me just go ahead and find it real quick. What's crazy is I need some more light too. Salaki, real quick.
Salakia, sir.
What you got?
Is this reference to nations, people, or individuals who do not worship the God of Israel, often synonymous with pagans or Gentiles?
That definitely works. That definitely works. That basically heathens are not Israel. You know what I'm saying? They're not Israel at all. You know what I mean? I still want to give you the Zondervan version. Go back one time.
Salakia, sir. And it says non-Israelite nations.
Correct. That's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? Well, I'm talking about our Zon. It's taking me a minute to find it. Come on. Yeah, that's here's the word. Here we go. Heathen. All right. Heathen. In the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Usually used for non-Israelite people, and thus the meaning of Gentiles. So that's the same thing as a Gentile. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I said earlier in the class, if you acting like a heathen, you know what I mean? If you acting like a heathen, you can be called one. But a heathen is the other nations. It's not God's flock that he was talking about in Genesis 34. You know what I mean? So back to what we were saying, I just wanted to bring that out. The water to both of y'all for bringing those out. Georgiana, I don't know what you meant to say. You know what I mean? But probably just put it in there next time because I thought you was contesting. Salakia. Shalom Shukta. I'm in the middle of class. What you got? No sweat. Shalom, Lord Christ. Salaki for that one. About to say, so right back to what we was doing. We was at Isaiah 56. We read that already down to 10, I believe. Right. You finished that verse?
Khan out of one Khan. Well, I think there was a bit more.
Yeah, can you finish that verse?
Khan out of one Khan. Book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. I'll start from the top, sir.
Now, only listen. Look, check it out. Just go ahead and finish where you was at. It's
Okay.
nothing wrong to start from the top, but to get you ready for camp, when somebody needs you to read from where they stopped at, start right there.
Khan out of one Khan.
Start off where you stopped at.
Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
That's right. That's right. They cannot bark. They ain't even trying to. You know what I mean? They chilling. You know what I mean? Give me the book of Isaiah 43 and 20. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're just running out, how the Bible describes these beasts, who the beasts are. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important. You got a lot of people running around here talking about the mark of the beast is the chip. How is that? How is the mark of the beast the chip? You know what I mean? Come on now. what are you referring to as the beast then? Right. But somebody read that when you got it. Isaiah 43 and 20.
Isaiah 43 and 20. The beasts of the field shall honor me, the dragons and the owls, because I give water to the wilderness, the rivers to the desert, to give drinks to my people, my chosen.
All right, hold on real quick. We'll get with you. And once again, we talking about the beast, right? Shall honor me. Go up to verse 19.
Verse 19. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and the rivers in the desert. 20. The beasts of the field shall honor me, the dragons and the owls, because I gave Salaki, sir, because I give water and drink to my people, my chosen.
Right. In verse 18, he talking about remember not the former things, neither consider the things of old. You know what I'm saying? He talking about the ways of the matter of fact, just read 18 real quick. I'm gonna just cap off on all three of those.
Isaiah 43, verse 18. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old.
Right. Talking about the old ways. Like you come in this school right here, you know what I'm saying? Remember not your old ways, your former things, and the things are old. You really don't even want to glorify all the nonsense that you used to do. You know what I'm saying? If you don't glorify it, you should hate it. You know what I'm saying? If you used to smoke weed, that smell should get on your nerves. It should stink by now. You know what I'm saying? If anything that you used to do, that you should forget about that. Now that person is gone. You know what I mean? When you come in this school right here. So if you do have afflictions and you want to get rid of them, you want to be a new person, start something new, like that New Year's resolution that you were supposed to keep up with. You want to keep up with your resolutions, coming in I.S.U.P.K. And listen, you won't have to make resolutions because you'll already be shaping yourself. And once you get there, it's no going back. Like we keep doing every year, New Year's, every year we making the same resolutions. You know what I mean? But them old things, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is shaping something new. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom right here, boom. You know what I'm saying? Lord is shaping something new. And in this kingdom, you know, so start verse 20 again.
Isaiah 43, verse 20. The beasts of the field shall honor me, and the dragons and
the right here, the beasts are going to honor. They don't do anything that the Lord said. To the point they got us not following the Lord. In this kingdom here, they're gonna honor the Lord. It ain't gonna be no more Buddha or white Christ or none of that garbage right there. All these pagan gods they got in these rituals and holidays, they're gonna celebrate the Passover. They're gonna honor the Lord. Go ahead.
The dragons and the owls, because I give water to the wilderness and rivers to the
waters be. What would waters be in the wild in the wilderness? River to the desert. If you put a river out of nowhere flowing in the desert, what would happen? What would the water bring? Anybody?
Life, sir.
Life, exactly. It will bring life. The Lord will bring life. What did Christ say sin was?
It's so bad.
Transgression of the lawsuit.
Let me call on you, but that is true. But what did Christ call it? Go ahead, Nasawal.
Death.
He called it death. So you know, sin is transgressing the Lord's law, statutes, commandments. You know, Georgiana, it was the opposite. He called it death. You know what I'm saying? He called sin death. But I guess I don't know if you're jumping ahead. But yeah, good answer. I'm gonna say good answer anyway. But so in this case, the water being life, what is the water? in this new thing that the Lord, this new thing which is would be the kingdom. What is the water? If sin is death, what is the and you just answered said, you got your hand up. Go ahead.
The truth, the keeping
Hey,
the
sir.
law.
Oh,
Yeah, the law, statutes, and
like it's
commandments. That's what that would be right there. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom, you're gonna follow God's laws. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was correct, Georgia. I figured so. You just responded to the water because I think I did ask that at one point. The water. Da-da-da. So go ahead, start from the waters in the wilderness and go ahead.
and the rivers in the desert to give drink to my people, my chosen.
Right. So so we can, they're not literal drink, but if you getting this water right here, you won't thirst, you won't have a need like that. And once again, he says, my chosen. You know what I mean? But eating the beast, the Lord, I'm just letting you know, the Lord refers to these other nations as the beast. The beast are these other nations. You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, all throughout the Bible, it refers to them as that. You know what I'm saying? That when we talk about the mark of the beast, is really talking about a main beast. Give me Genesis 3:1. Fiery furnace. I get your answer. Your answer is correct. You know what I'm saying? Saying the living word. I guess you can say that, but it kind of sounds kind of Christian-y. You know what I'm saying? It's just law, statutes, and commandments. Just leave it that way. Because when he usually says all of that, he doesn't say the living word. He say the law, statutes, commandments, judgments. You know what I mean? Like that. But in here, we try to not say things kind of Christian-y. You know what I'm saying? To help shake that off. That's what part of this class is about. But that was a correct answer. You know what I'm saying? The water. Anybody got that?
I got it. So the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was the more subtle than any beast of the field.
So the serpent is saying two things about the serpent right here. What's the first thing it's saying about the serpent? Anybody know? You got Nasser? Make sure let me call on you, Azam. I can see you right there. What is it?
Would it be like slick or
what did it say in the Bible?
subtle?
Subtle. And subtle means Kayabav already got it, sneaky. You said slick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the first thing it's saying about the serpent. So what was the second thing it said about the serpent in that one sentence? Got Nasawan?
He was more subject to any beast, any other beast. So he was a beast too.
Right. It's also saying he was a beast of the field. You see what I'm saying? And as we just went through in Ezekiel, if you're joining in late, we just went in Ezekiel 34, verse 8 says, Israel became a beast, a prey to the beast of the field. And in verse 28 in the same chapter, it said that Israel is no longer a beast to the heathens. So that would instill that the beasts of the field are heathens, which are people. So now that we at Genesis, we're talking about that serpent. Everybody knows the serpent. Oh no, he was in the garden. You know what I mean? That guy. So we already brought out he was real sneaky, slick, and he was also a beast of the field. But how subtle did it say he was, Nasser?
More.
He was more subtle than any beast of the field. So you could put together, saying, who right here, pretty much, who's out of it, besides Black Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, that being Israel, all these other people in the world, who's the most sneaky and conniving? and slick. Isaiah,
The white man.
the white man. Go ahead and finish it on out. Go ahead. You sound like you wanted to say it. Go ahead.
The white man's the devil. The
That's
Bible
right.
speaks of.
I heard it was right good. Look, you said it like you cut your energy off right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and let it flow. Go ahead and let it flow. The devil.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Woo. I feel good just hearing it. But yeah, so right here, we're gonna finish that verse out. But right here, it's letting you know who was the most subtle, the most sneaky, the worst one of those beasts right there. Bama made was all in the garden. You know what I mean? All in the garden. And when it's speaking of the garden is basically saying like the best part of the world. That's what it means by the garden. Eden is another word for earth. You see what I'm saying? The whole earth is Eden. The Garden of Eden would be the best part of it. And that right there, if you go by the rivers that surrounded the garden in multiple books in the Bible, in Genesis, you know what I'm saying, a few books in the Bible say something. But about the rivers. But those rivers are surrounding the Middle East. The Middle East, our homeland, Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? That is the best spot on the earth, basically what it's saying when it says the Garden of Eden. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the serpent was up in there. You know what I mean? If I could go ahead and finish that verse out real quick.
And he said unto the woman, yeah, hath God said ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? Verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. Verse 3. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Right. And what is death again?
Sin.
Right. So, in a nutshell, you know what I'm saying? I would have to pull more scripture to show you, but the trees in the garden, it's like we talk like that today. The trees, like your family tree, like these were other nations and their cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like when it says Adam and Eve covered themselves with the leaves of the trees. You know what I'm saying? They were covering themselves in another culture of the heathens. You see what I'm saying? Like, give you an example. What's another example? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. We just supposedly just seen them celebrating Ramadan. The streets of Philly, the streets of Chicago, New Jersey got a big black I would say black American community of black Muslims. You know what I mean? That would be covering yourself with the leaves of the trees. You see what I'm saying? Just like your children. Your children come in the house wearing clothes you ain't never seen before, and you don't like them. Like, hold on, boy, them pants are too tight. You know what I mean? Or like, Sean, that girl, I can see your bottom. Your bottom's hanging out. You know what I mean? Coming in and you looking at them like, what do you have on? What are you talking about? What are these words that you are saying? You know what I'm saying? You look at that in sense of how the Lord looked at Adam and Eve when he saw them covered with the culture of these heathens. You see what I'm saying? But back to it, that serpent, he was definitely the beast, and he was definitely the beast that we need to be talking about right here. He's that serpent that's all through that was all through this drink that basically started off, got God's chosen to not do what the Lord said. You know what I mean? And like I said, experience death, it didn't mean like literal. It's, the sin is death. So you'll end up dying from something that's not natural. You know what I mean? Give me the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. Because the Bible calls these all different types of things. You know what I mean? Shalom, Gary Owen. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, just on paint. Yazo, Yaz 08. We got Officer Kagar Moth up in here. Adolphus Last up in here. See if anybody else came up in here. Shalom to all of y'all. What you got? Anybody got it?
Khan. This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
All right, so the Bible's talking about the wicked. Though y'all know, y'all who been in class all the time, you done heard this. Over there, we should be able to fly straight through this. It said, if you didn't already know who the wicked is, by that part right there, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So that means that the first of all, it said it was given to. They didn't take it. They didn't earn it. It was given to them. And who can give the earth? Naswan.
The Most High.
The Most High. Let you know. The Most High is the one that'll put them on us. Like we read earlier. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is the one that sits these beasts on us. You know what I mean? Come devour. You know, so the Most High gave them the earth. That's how they was able to get over top of us and devour, right? So if you didn't know from there, you know what I'm saying, you just look at who runs the earth. And the Bible calls them the wicked. But if you didn't know from there, keep going.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. You know what I'm saying? So if you wanted to know who the wicked is, you just had to see who covered up the judges' faces. Who were the judges? Anybody know? First of all, you have to have, what do you have to have to be a judge? In this world, in any way. What do you have to be a judge? What's that? Go ahead, Nasawan. You raise your hand.
Shalaki, sir. Is it laws?
Yeah, the law.
Yep.
You have to be proficient in the law. You got to know the law. You know, a scholar in the law. You know what I'm saying? But so who? If you got the law, what law are we talking about here in the Bible? What law are we talking about in the Bible when referring to the law? Go ahead, Nasawan.
Statutes and commandments, God laws.
God's law. Hey, Isaiah, give me the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. That's right, Kai Bob, the Lord's law. Most High, Adolphus. That's right. Psalms 147, verse 19. Start right there. All right. Yeah, we looking at who the judges are. You know what I mean? And this is proof of who the judges would be. You gotta have the Lord's law to be a judge. Go ahead, you got it.
Khan. The book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
Who he showed to?
Jacob.
But who was Jacob? Jacob was the forefather, the progenitor of blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. You see what I'm saying? I need like to get specific, so we don't leave nobody out. That's who he gave his law to. Jacob. Go ahead.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Right, all of it, even the judgments, you know, what the outcome is going to be, the punishments, all that onto Israel. You know what I'm saying? Like in the book of Amos, when he say he talking about Israel, and he said, "You only do I know of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquities." He ain't say nobody else. Israel only knows his judgments, right? That's why our oppressor can be the biggest unaliver, you know what I'm saying, running around here just starting wars just so he can hide the fact that he is a child abuser. You see what I'm saying? You know, they believe me. Jeffrey Epstein, he was a Jewish man. Why do you think Trump's so eager to help Israel? Yeah, his Epstein's government was Israel with the Israelis. You see what I'm saying? But they can be the biggest unalivers, drug dealers, all that. And you know, it seems like they're on top. Like, you ever wonder how they rule, they run in the world, but they the most wicked, crazy people, you know what I'm saying, that you could ever find. They don't do nothing the Lord said, right? Well, that's because the Lord is punishing us. Look what we are, trying to be like them. You know what I mean? Go ahead, go to verse 20.
Verse 20, the book of Psalms 147, verse 20. And he hath not dealt so with any nation.
Right, he ain't
And
dealt with
as
nobody else like that. He don't even get down with nobody else like that. He don't really care about them, tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Not even it. He don't care about them enough to punish them. You show me a parent that don't punish or do nothing to their kids, they don't give a damn about them. You know what I'm saying? Let you know that they not the Lord's kids. You know what I'm saying? They not his chosen, his favorite. Keep going.
and as for his and
Yeah,
as
go
for
ahead.
his Salaki, and as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Right.
Praise ye the
He ain't
Lord.
punishing them. He ain't punishing them for that. You can stop right there on that one. Go back to who had Job 9 and 24. Who was reading Job 9:20? That was you? Isaiah, that was you?
I think so, sir. Let me.
All right, so this is what you need to do. Whenever you are reading and somebody says hold something or go here and you were just reading, hold where you were reading at. You got to always act like you in a battle in camp, and you got to be ready to pull your sword out and be right there with the man who's cutting. He's cutting. You should be cutting. You see what I'm saying? Keep your finger right there. So when I say go back, even if you know I was going back, you ready to go right back. Boom. So go ahead when you got it.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
All right, now, so I can't pull up a picture, but if you were to Google, matter of fact, so it said he gave it to Jacob. So that's Israel, right? Israel, the judges. Who would be the top judge of all Israel? Naswan.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Christ. For those who don't know who Yahweh, that's Christ's real name in the Hebrew, in the ancient Hebrew. Yahweh. He will be the ultimate judge, right? So, you know what I'm saying, under the Most High, of course. You know what I'm saying? But it says that the wicked covered the faces of the judges. Let's just use him as example as being the ultimate judge under the Most High. If you were to Google Jesus Christ right now, what would he look like? That's right, Adolphus. What would he look like? Anybody? Isaiah. He looks like a white man.
Yeah, so, a hippie white dude. Yeah.
Right. And how does the Bible describe him?
Black, sir.
All right. And I like how you just went straight to black. And then you didn't even think the brown, burnished brown. Nah, just straight black. You know what I'm saying? He was a dark-skinned man. You know what I'm saying? But so in other words, that means the white man covered his face. As if you were to think of the Jews today. How does everybody think the Jews today look? Isaiah?
White, sir.
Right. So that we just read that the Lord gave the law to Israel. And all through this Bible, Israel, you know, they described as black, or they say they're black. You know what I'm saying? So that would instill that the judges are Israel. The real judges are black. But if you look them up today, they're white because their faces were covered by the wicked. So the Bible is calling that beast that we just talked about, who was called the serpent. He's one of the beasts. They also call him the wicked. You know what I'm saying? The Bible got all types of things for him. Nasawal, give me Isaiah 14 and 12. Shalom, sis. Nashama. Go ahead when you got it. But this Bible talk all about them. You know what I'm saying? But just know that he is that beast. These heathens are the beast, and there's a main beast. You know what I'm saying? The wicked. Calls him the wicked. Truthfully, our oppressor got all types of names he's been called in this Bible. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Here we go. Here we go. Lucifer. Who's Lucifer? Anybody know who Lucifer is? Most Christians know. You got eyes on?
He was the king of Babylon.
No, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. That's kind of a shock. You know, so but I'm proud of you because it sounds like you never went to church. Somebody went to church, you know it quickly. Anybody else? Who's Lucifer? You got Naswan?
Well, the church says the devil.
Right. So does Simba one West. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all are correct. You know what I'm saying? The devil. Kanye Bob got it as well. Lucifer would be the devil, right? So keep reading. It say have fallen from heaven. Go ahead.
O Lucifer, son of the morning.
Yeah,
how art thou?
Shines brighter than anything, like the sun in the morning. Keep going. When I say shine bright, like if he was to be on here teaching right now, it'd be 100,000 people in the room. You know what I'm saying? He say something, everybody believe it. You see what I'm saying? Like whatever he's involved in, they want to be in it. Like he shines bright. You know what I'm saying? Georgiana, we are not talking about fallen angels. According to the Bible, where did you get fallen angels for? Pull that precept. Georgiana. According to the Bible, there are no fallen angels. And are you saying that Lucifer in this verse is talking about he's a fallen angel? Answer that for me, because I'll definitely help you out. All right. So right here it said, you know, son of the morning, keep going.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
Right. Which now, because I'm gonna kind of wait on an official break, but this is Isaiah getting this is Isaiah getting a vision of the future, and in his vision, he's seeing Lucifer, the devil. You know what I mean? And his state that he's in this vision, right? And he's saying like, how is I cut down from the heavens? You know what I'm saying? He was made as an angel. Lucifer? Are you saying Lucifer was an angel? I'll give you a second because I know it's a delay, but I'm about to help you out. I'm gonna help you out in this chapter, and then I'm gonna help you out somewhere else too, because the Bible does not speak of fallen angels. That's the church. The church speaks of fallen angels. So I'm gonna show you exactly what the Bible says, if you would like me to. You know what I'm saying? So he was given a vision of this Lucifer fallen. Lucifer is the devil, right? So keep going.
Which did awaken the nations.
All right. So yeah, you said okay, Georgiana. So we're just gonna keep following. All right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and say about verse 12. So in verse 12, for time's sake, heaven in the Bible is rulership. It's three ways that the heaven is mentioned in the Bible. It's by rulership. If you looked in the sky, and where the Most High sits in what we call in the school the fourth dimension. You know what I'm saying? Heaven is not a place that you die and you go and sit forever. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as heaven and hell as the Christian church teaches it. and I'm gonna help you out with that. So we're gonna keep going. It says Lucifer, he fell from heaven, he fell from rulership in this vision that Isaiah is seeing, and now he's cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations. Did it say that at the end of 12? Read the end of 12. Okay, so it weaken the nations. Nation in the Bible is races. So I'm saying kingdoms is countries. So this Lucifer went to like every race and weakened them. You see what I'm saying? So keep going after that. Verse 13.
For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Right. So this Lucifer saying he gonna put himself on top. You know, so that was in his heart the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It was like, how have you fallen from this? You said you thought you was going to be on top of everything. You're going to exalt yourself above the stars of God. Does anybody know what the stars of God is? Knock yourself out if you know it. We're trying to flow through this class. No? Anybody? Okay. Well, all right, we talking about the stars of God. What's the stars of the NBA? You got it right, Adolphus last. Israel. But I'm gonna cut it short, just go straight to it, right? The stars of God is Israel. Just like in the NBA, the stars of the NBA, LeBron James and all that, they glorify the NBA. The stars of God glorify God. You know what I'm saying? That's the favorite, the Kaiboff, the children of God, Fat Jah, you know what I'm saying? Nashima, not the angels. And Nashima, you said could it be fell from a high position? That's exactly what falling from heaven is. So let's keep going. Go ahead. He said he's gonna sit above Israel. Who God's favorite, he's going to be above Israel, where all through the Bible God favors him and said Israel shall be on top. Where this Lucifer says I'm going to be on top. Keep going. Next verse.
Sit also upon the
You're breaking up. Say it one more time. Read it one more time. You broke up.
I will sit.
Isaiah, go ahead, grab it. Just till you get past that zone wherever you at, because you're breaking up.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend.
We on verse 14.
14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Yeah, he want to be like God. He want to tell you can unalive your babies. You know what I'm saying? He gonna tell you that you can go ahead and get smacked if you want to. You know what I'm saying? No, my bad, I'm using DC slang. You know what I'm saying? You can get high if you want to. You know what I'm saying? He want to tell you, he want to make it so you can do whatever you want. He want to be like the Most High. He want to be able to rule the entire world and all this, that, and the third. He want to call all the shots and act like he's the Most High. Keep going.
Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
That's verse 14.
That was the end of verse 14. What I read.
I might have skipped something. Go back to 13 for me. I'm thinking I'm skipping something.
Verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Mm-hmm.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Mm-hmm.
I will sit also upon the mountain of the congregation in the side of the north.
That's what I was missing right there. So he said he also gonna sit in the side of the north among the congregation. What's the congregation? What is a congregation?
The people of Israel, sir.
Yeah, that would be the congregation, the Lord's congregation. He said he's gonna sit amongst them in the sides of the north. Anybody know where we are right now? Go ahead.
On the sides of the north.
And that would be known as
America.
What
Babylon.
part of America? What part of America?
North America.
North America.
North America.
Right. In the sides of the north. Now drop down to I.S.U.P.K. Drop down to verse 16. This is going to help you out. Georgiana, this is going to help you out right here. You said that Lucifer was an angel, right? He was an angel. Let me scroll up. I want to see exactly what you said. So you was like, he was made as an angel. Lucifer, that's what you said. Lucifer was made as an angel, and he had fallen. He was a fallen angel, right? So read verse 16, somebody. I mean, I.S.U.P.K, go ahead.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look.
Hold up. You can see Lucifer the devil. I'm talking to you guys, huh?
Oh,
can you see Lucifer the devil?
no, sir.
Hold on, read that again.
They that see thee shall narrowly look
hold on, who
upon
are we
thee.
talking about? Who are we talking about? Who's the topic
Lucifer.
of discussion? Lucifer. So all of this is about Lucifer, right? Read that from the top again.
They that see thee shall
So you can see
narrowly.
Lucifer? That's what the Bible say. Keep going. Read it from the top.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
Stop right there. This is how you narrowly look upon somebody. Like, go ahead.
And consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth? Is this the man?
Is this the what?
Is this the man?
Hold up. Lucifer's a what?
Man.
Lucifer's a man, according to the Bible. Georgiana Williams, the Bible says Lucifer, the devil, is a man. Right? Keep going.
Is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Now let's recap a little bit. Isaiah seeing the vision, and he like, how have he fallen from rulership from heaven? He was living good. Now he down on the ground. The one who said that he in his heart he was gonna be above God's stars. He forget Israel. I'm gonna be on top in North America. That's a prophecy too, right there. North America. You know what I'm saying? Then come to find out, in this time, the kids, or let's just think of our grandkids looking at them narrowly, looking at them like, is this the man? You know what I'm saying? I like to use Method Man. Anybody ever seen Belly? When he was like, is this the illest nigga in Nebraska? I like that. I like the vision that when I read this right here. Is this the man who caused the earth to tremble? We were scared of him. This Lucifer. He's a man, and we were scared of him. That caused the earth to tremble. Drop down to verse 21.
Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children. For the iniquity.
Hold on. Listen, you gotta hold on. You're gonna learn when to stop in a couple years. You're gonna know exactly when to stop reading. But it says prepare slaughter for his children. Who we talking about again, Azan?
Lucifer.
Right. And it says prepare slaughter for his children. What did the children do? I don't know. Let's read one more forward. Don't read too much. Go just a little bit. Go ahead.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
What's iniquity? Anybody?
Their wrongdoings.
No. Yeah, you're right. They're crimes. You're right. My bad. I was quick on the draw. You know what I'm saying? They crimes, they wrongdoings, their iniquities of their what?
Of their fathers.
Right. So now let's go back. We're talking about who again?
Lucifer.
And Lucifer, from according to reading verse 21, Lucifer has what? Read it again.
From 21, sir.
Yeah.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
So Lucifer has what?
Children.
And he's a what?
A man.
He's a man that has children, right?
Huh.
And what else does he have in this verse? Keep reading.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers. So Lucifer, the man, has children in what? Right there. You just read it.
Iniquity.
Yeah, he's done some iniquity, but now we talking about what he has. Read it right there. After children. Read it again.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
So Lucifer is a man. He has children and what?
And fathers.
And fathers. Now, what's the word before fathers?
There.
What does that imply? If it's their fathers. Nasawan.
Multiple, more than one.
More than one. It's more than one of Lucifer. That's what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's more than one. You got it right, Kayabov. Sins of their fathers. You got that Nashima sins, and they said the man of perdition. We getting it at Georgiana. Stay with me. So we got Lucifer. Let's run it down, Azar. So we talking about who again?
Lucifer.
And he's a what?
A man.
And he has what?
Children.
And
fathers.
What? And spell fathers.
Fathers.
And that the S means what?
More than one. Plural.
More than one. You know what I'm saying? It's more than one Lucifer. Keep going.
That they do not rise nor possess the land.
Because when they rise and possess the land, well, first of all, when it says that they not rise, it's going to be a time where you're going to have to go in a museum to see a white man. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be a time when you have to go into a museum to see a white man. They will not rise anymore. Like we keep coming back, as the Bible says. Reincarnation is what the Bible says. There is no heaven and hell, sis Georgiana. There's no heaven and hell. Reincarnation. But at this time, the Lord's saying you ain't gonna be rising no more, nor possess the land. Because when you possess the land, you beast. You know what I'm saying? Little kids can say they want to be whatever gender they want to be. People are messing with little kids. You see what I'm saying? Let's get back on that one, because there's a lot that Epstein Island and all that pizza they was eating is terrible. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Nor will fill the face of the world with cities.
Now, and you ain't gonna be in these cities no more. Keep going.
Verse 22. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant.
What's Babylon? Anybody know what Babylon is?
Is that a kingdom, sir?
Hold on. Let me. Is Shu in the back seat?
Khan out of a Khan.
Shu, what is Babylon?
America.
Yeah, but what does it mean? You got that right, Adolph. Both of y'all got it right. America. Babylon is America. But what? Break down the word Babylon. Okay, let's do it again. So if I ask you, if I tell you, man, you just babbling, what does that mean?
No, they're talking of nothing. You're speaking nothing.
Confusion, yeah. Babylon, land of confusion. America, land of confusion. You know what I'm saying? Where people of the same gender get at each other. Where women think it's cool to do something that an animal wouldn't even do to their babies. You see what I'm saying? Land of confusion. Keep going.
Cut off, Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord.
All right, let's just stop there. The name and the remnant. The remnant will be whatever's left of them. Remember, it says they're not going to rise. This is going to be a time where they don't rise. He's going to cut off their name. Nobody even going to know who they are. And the remnant, whatever's left. What does it say after remnant, Isaiah?
And son.
And son, we know he got children. Go ahead, what else?
And nephew.
And nephew. How do you get a nephew, anybody? Does anybody know how you get a nephew? That's one.
Your siblings have children.
Your brothers and your sisters. So, hey, Azan, who are we talking about again?
Lucifer.
And he's a what?
A man.
And he has what?
Fathers.
And
sons.
Well, just say it. What else can you get besides sons? What do you call them?
Nephews.
Read it. Read
Oh,
21 again.
prepare slaughter for his children.
So let's start over. So we talking about who again?
Lucifer,
And he's a what?
a man,
And he has what?
children,
And
fathers,
then go down to 22. What was that last word?
son,
And
nephews.
so if he has sons and nephews, that means that he also has
Siblings.
siblings, brothers and sisters. The white man, woman, and child are the devil that the Bible speaks of. They are Lucifer. You see what I'm saying? That was one part of it. What is Georgiana? Hey, somebody give me the book of Job, chapter 1, real quick. We're gonna try to run through this part real quick. I got more to go. I got to get to the mark of the beast. We talk about the beast. You know, this was a part of it. So your question, your statement ran right into what we were doing anyway. So that was one part of it. I want to show you something else though. I want to show you the part that you spoke. You said fallen angel, right? And then the second part was you said that he was made as an angel. So Lucifer, as we read, is a man who has children, fathers, nephews, brothers, and sisters. You see what I'm saying? So he wasn't made as an angel, not Lucifer. But we're about to read something or comment on what you spoke of as fallen angels. Go ahead. Anybody who got it?
It's the book of Job, chapter 1, verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, and that
Drop
man
the verse
was
2.
Khan. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters.
Drop the 3. My bad. I should be following. Let me go ahead.
Verse 3. And his substance also was 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels.
Yeah, Job had that bag. Keep going.
And Khan, and 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 she asses, and a very great household.
Drop the verse 6.
Khan.
This Georgiana, this is the second part of what you were saying. You were speaking on. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
In this case, what are the sons of God? It's different cases where you got to read the content of the chapter to see what the sons of God is. In this case, read it all the way through, and then somebody tell me what the sons of God is in this case here. Go ahead.
Khan. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them.
Okay, now what are the sons of God in this case? Azan.
The angels, sir.
The angels. And it said, and you know that because it said they came to present themselves before the Lord. When the last time you presented yourself before the Lord? You know what I'm saying? So obviously you had to have access to go up there with the Lord. And then with the last part of it, when it says and, read that part.
And Satan came also among them. Satan.
Who? Satan. Now Satan is an angel. Satan is an angel. But I want you to think about this part, Georgiana. What is he doing in heaven? According to Christians, in the book of Genesis, chapter 6, is when the angels fell, according to the Christians. Well, this is the book of Job, and this is probably thousands of years later. You know what I'm saying? It's generations, let's just say generations after generations later. What is Satan doing in heaven with the other angels who are coming to present themselves? Notice it said they came to present themselves. Another word, anybody know what's another reserved word for to present yourself before somebody? Anybody know?
Report.
Yeah, wait till I call on you, but you exactly right. Checking in, Kayabov. Were the sons, angels in I'm thinking you saying Job's day? No, his sons were not. Okay. Okay, you answering the question. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, they were angels. You know what I'm saying? 10 levels of heaven. See, you way into that church. You are way in there. All right, so back to what I was saying. So the sons of God, the angels, are reporting to God. They're right in front of God. So you're saying 10 levels of heaven. I don't know. I don't want to imply that you mean Satan was on a lower level than them, but they're right in front of God. So I don't think God will be on a lower level of heaven. I don't know if that's what you're saying, but they're right in front of God reporting what they've been doing. And Satan is right there with them. And can anybody tell me what Satan's doing there? Nasawan on this one.
Reporting to the Lord.
He's reporting to the Lord. And you know that because we're going to read verse 7. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou?
Where you coming from? Go ahead.
Then Satan assured the Lord and said,
Hold on. Then Satan what? Then Satan what?
Then Satan answered, Salakia,
Right.
the Lord.
Yeah, God asked him a question and he replied. He didn't get smart with him. He's there to report, and God said, where you been? Where you coming from? And he answered. He didn't rebel or nothing like that. Satan is reporting to God in this verse, right? In the last verse, and he's answering right here, reporting to God. Let's see what he reports. Go ahead.
And said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
Hold on real quick. Georgiana. So once again, you said that there's a they can't reach the throne of God. He can only get to a certain level which God will allow. Okay, so if all right, we're reading right here, Georgiana. Maybe you had a delay and you didn't get to this verse. Okay, so they're right in front of God reporting, and then God turned to Satan. Obviously, they're right there in front of each other. He's not at a lower level. God is talking to him and said, where you come from? And he answered him like he's supposed to. So I don't know where you get where like he's not like in the same room as God or something like that. It doesn't say that anywhere. It says they came to report they're in front of God. So did Satan, and he's reporting. Let's end up hearing what else Satan said. Start from answered the Lord.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
Oh, he was underground in hell? Or what did it say?
From walking up and down into it.
We're talking about the earth, right? It said the earth?
Khan out of one Khan.
Okay, yeah, he wasn't underground in some hell that you're talking about. As Christ said in the Lord's Prayer, you know what I'm saying, when we pray, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth. Heaven and hell is on earth. The Lord's kingdom is on earth. You see what I'm saying? And so is when he judges you, the hell that you're going to face is on earth. You see what I'm saying? So Satan falling from heaven, that never happened because right here, he's checking in. You know what I mean? And I don't know anybody who has a beef with somebody that comes to check in. We got to look at this not so through Christian lenses where it's kind of make-believe and magical. You got to look at it like real. You see what I'm saying? He's checking in. All right. So go to chapter 2. Job chapter 2, verse 1.
Khan out of one Khan, the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves
It said
before the Lord.
Again, there was another day. Let you know this is a continuous thing. The sons of God, the angels, are always reporting to God. All right. Once again, Christians say that he fell in Genesis. He fell and he was rebellious. I never heard them saying he was coming back to check with God. I never heard that part. I never heard that part, but I didn't go to church. Most High Christ. So again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves to report. Go ahead.
And Satan came also among them to
Oh,
present
there goes
himself.
Satan again. He's there again reporting. I thought he fell from heaven. It seems like Satan spends a lot of time in heaven. See, he up in there chilling. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't look like the Lord's mad at him for doing it. It doesn't even look like it. Let's see what goes on after this, because Satan came back again. I would have thought if they was beefing, if I see my op and I know he coming back again, come on now. Let's see if Satan's the op. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou?
Where you coming from? Go ahead.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth,
Uh-huh.
and from walking up and down in it.
Not underground. Go ahead. Verse 3. We about to end this part.
Verse 3. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man?
Yeah,
One,
you know, there was more than one perfect man in the Bible. That's another thing Christians say. They act like, and no doubt about it, Christ is the greatest man to ever walk the earth. But you can be perfect like Christ. Job was perfect. The Bible just said that Job was perfect. It didn't name it any other way. It wasn't no technicalities or any stipulations on it. He said the Lord described Job as perfect and the upright man. You can do it too, but you have to get out of that church, because they're going to have you thinking you got to do a lot of things to be a little bit good, not even perfect. You know what I'm saying? But keep going.
one that feareth God and escheweth evil.
Escheweth.
Escheweth evil. And still he holdeth fast his integrity. Although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause.
Yeah, Satan trying to get you know, that's his job. Satan is here to prove that we don't deserve what the Lord has for us. And the Lord was really bragging on him every time. In chapter 1, he said the same thing to Satan. You know, you know, my boy Job over there, he over there, you ain't try him. You know he like that. He perfect. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you try him out? Since you know you ain't got nothing to do it all. You know, he bragging on that, like that good son that bring home the grades. That nigga, I mean, your son he ball out the roof, he dunking on everybody. Or he got touchdown at the touchdown. He proud of him. That's what the Lord was doing with Job, because he perfect. And Satan was like, man, I can't touch him because you hold me from touching him. Let me go ahead and let me do what I do. And the Lord let him. And Satan took all of everything he had. We had started to read at the top that he had plenty of cattle. And he, you know, I said he had that bag, right? Satan took all that and his family and everything, right? You know what I'm saying? So right here, the Lord said, you try to move me against it without cause, you know. Verse 4, go ahead.
And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yeah, all that a man hath, he will give for his life. Verse
Right.
5.
Go ahead.
But put forth thy hand now and touch his.
Hold up. In this verse right here, what is God's hand? Georgiana, please, if you could, let me know if you can't answer it. But in this text right here, what is God's hand? Read it again from verse 5. No. Yeah, read it from verse 5.
Verse 5. But put forth thine hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face.
Read verse 6.
Verse 6. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life.
Right.
Verse 7.
Okay. All right. That's a big clue right there. I'll let you read verse 6. Georgiana, what is God's hand in that verse? Now I ain't got that much time, so I'm gonna go ahead. And I know it's a delay, but I know you probably got it by then. So Satan is God's hand, right? And the Lord told him, behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. You know that when God told Satan to save his life, he was telling him, don't kill him. God is giving Satan orders. I thought they was ops and he failed and all this, that, and the third, and he rebelled. And no, listen, Satan follows God's orders better than we do. He told him, don't, in the first dream, he said, you could take all this stuff, but you can't touch him. He took everything that Job had, and he did not touch Job. But this right here, he's saying, put forth thine hand, like send me. No, that's not what it means. I'll tell you what holy means in a minute, Georgiana. But and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thy face. He says, send me and let me touch him. Not just the stuff he has, let me touch him. And later on in all of this, I mean, Job became sick. He had boils coming up off of him because Satan got to touch him. But the Lord said, do not kill him. And guess what Satan didn't do? He followed God's orders. He did not kill him. You know what I'm saying? Satan works for God. The devil, who we just read about, is a man. You know what I'm saying? The Bible you can't kill him, he said, right? And did Satan follow his orders? Whereas the devil said in his heart, I'll be above the Most High. I'm going to be above the Most High. I'm going to sit in the congregation of the north. It sounds like the devil is against the Lord and Satan is with the Lord. That would imply that they are two different things. The Bible describes Satan and the devil as two different entities. The devil, you can see him. He's a man, and he defies the Lord. Satan, you can't see him. He's an angel, and he did not fall from heaven. He ain't having chilling every day, talking with God. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna move off of that one, right? So get me the book of Revelation, chapter 13. Because we didn't heard about the beast. We know the beast is that these oppressors, all of them, all of the heathens. But there's a main beast, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's read. Start from the top. We got to read this pretty fast. I gotta go.
Come on.
I use Jennifer Hammond line. I gotta go. Go ahead. Salaki.
The book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having seven heads.
The sand of the sea. The sea being the people. You know what I'm saying? There are many people like sand. That's what it's breaking down. Keep going.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Now, for time's sake, I left my notes. So I can't read you all of the nations that the 7 heads are, right? But you could definitely ask later on, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much everybody has it in their notes in the school on who the 7 heads were. This beast were nations, right? They started off certain nations and broke into other nations. Keep going.
Wakan, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
Keep going.
Verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Okay, the leopard is Greece, right? Keep going, and the bear will be the Persians, right? And did you keep going after that? Keep going.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
And that would be the Romans, because they were strong because they had iron. That's what it was. Why the Romans were so unstoppable. They actually had iron. Keep going.
And the dragon gave him his power.
Hold up.
And
The
his
dragon. Now, we didn't go to this part. My bad. Somebody, let me. I'm going to look it up. Keep reading.
and his seat and great authority. Verse 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed.
Right.
And
Hold on, right quick. Hold on. Get Nasawan. Get me Revelation 12 and 9.
The book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil.
Who was the dragon?
Come, concert.
Read after that. Who was the dragon?
Oh, that old serpent.
So the serpent in the garden is the dragon that we're talking about in Revelation. And who was the serpent again?
The serpent was heathens.
The beast of the field was the heathens, all of them. But which one was more cunning and conniving than all the rest of them?
Oh, Esau.
Esau, the white man, right? So the dragon is our oppressor, and now he's more powerful, right? He's more powerful now. That's why he's a dragon. Now keep going, Isaiah.
And all the world wondered after the beast.
Start again from the dragon. Read that next verse up or the beginning of that verse. Let me get with you. Hold on. My bad. Go ahead.
The book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast.
I'm skimming what I want. Hold on. Start at 4.
Verse 4. And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast.
Right. So this beast that was all those nations, right? The dragon gave power onto the beast, right? So the powerful one, our oppressor got more power now. He gave power onto the beast, right? And they worshiped the beast, right? Keep going.
And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him?
With Donald Trump right now. Who is able to buck with America right now? You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies.
Right. The Jews is white. That land is ours. You know what I'm saying? God loves everybody. Christ died for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. You know what I'm saying? He loves everybody. Great blasphemies against the Lord. Go ahead. Lies. Go ahead.
And power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Keep going.
Verse 6. And he opened his mouth and blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven.
Right. Listen. Everything that you ever hear coming from them is lies on the Lord. You really just look at everything that they're putting forth. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. I'm trying. I got to hurry up. I can't take too much time.
Verse 7. And it was... Verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
Oh, he got us on the bottom. Everywhere you see us in the world, we are on the bottom. All these heathens, and especially our oppressor, make sure we're on the bottom. And he lets them devour us. Keep going.
And to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
Right. Notice it said giving him, just like it said earlier in Job. the wicked have inherited the earth. It was given to them. Keep going.
Verse 8, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundations of the world.
So everybody whose name is not in the book of life, the book of life is, everything's written down. You know what I'm saying? But those who going to get something, who Christ promised something. You know what I'm saying? Like when he said, "Many mansions, my Father is making many mansions for you." Those who worship the beast, their name is not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain of the foundation of the world. Keep going.
Verse 9, if any man have an ear, let him hear.
You better pay attention to this. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Check this out. That beast, all these things that he's done to us, all these captivities, every last one of the beasts. It's 18 nations. 18 different nations and races on the earth today, and we were in slavery to 17 of them. Meaning we've been enslaved to everybody on the earth. And read that from the top again.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Can somebody tell me what that is? Nasawan.
Salaki, sir. He that put us in slavery should go in slavery.
Yeah, but what do you call that?
The oppressor should become oppressed.
Izan, you had your hand up.
They will be under our rulership.
I get what you're saying, but what do you call that? You know what I'm saying? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into that captivity. Is that right? Is that wrong? What would you call that?
Justice, sir.
That is called justice. Exactly. And go ahead, keep reading.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Also justice. Keep going.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Oh, we got to sit back and stop loving this beast. Anybody who loves him, your name will not be written in the book of life. But if you hold strong, justice will come. Keep going.
Verse 11. And I behold another beast coming. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
I'm gonna have to skip down a little bit. I ain't got that much time. Salakia. I wanted to answer the sister because it's only right. You Georgiana, you in these classes, you should know what we know. You know what I'm saying? So I take time out to edify you and get you right. That I've done. Okay, go to verse 13. Let's start there.
Verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Right. You ever seen Hiroshima? What happened in Hiroshima? Nagasaki. Go ahead, Azan.
Yeah, they bombed it, sir. They dropped a A-bomb on them.
Right. He drops fire from the sky. This dragon, who was the serpent, he got power now because now he can do wonders in the sight of men and drop bombs on you from the sky. You call him a dragon because you ever seen one of these giant planes fly over you? Now imagine John the Revelator. See, you got to put it in perspective, right? John the Revelator is way back then given a vision of a giant plane flying over top of him. You see what I'm saying? That's where you could get where he said a dragon. There are no such things as dragon. He said a dragon that drops fire from the sky. You ever seen one of these big bombers fly overhead and drop bombs? That's what John the Revelator is talking about. Keep going.
Verse 12. And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him.
No, we're on 14.
Salakia. Verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles,
Yes,
which he
by
had,
these miracles he doing, he deceiving everybody. Everybody think they need to follow him. Keep going.
which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Now, I so let me start back at the top. The miracles and the power had to do so. So him being able to his military might, that's what it's speaking of. By his military might, you know what I'm saying, in the eyes of these beasts, he could control them and deceive them, saying that to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to me. You ever matter of fact, when it says which had been wounded by the sword, you know what I'm saying, that was when you talk about that, we're talking about the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? It says it earlier. I believe it's in chapter 12, but it was speaking of the Roman Empire, how it was wounded and it did live, right? Well, how did it live? Does anybody know how the Roman Empire continued on to live? And I'll give you a hint. In here, we say it's worse than crack. Isaiah.
Christianity.
The Roman Catholic Church is how he survived. You see what I'm saying? With that ideology and make an image to the beast. What is the image of Christianity? Nasawan.
White Jesus.
White Jesus. That's the image of the beast. And by that image, you see it everywhere. You can go everywhere. In Africa, I think they have the biggest statue of white Christ is in Africa. They got a nice size one up in Brazil, up on the hill. That image is everywhere. That image of the beast. Go ahead, go to 15.
Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
What was his power that he was able to give life with it? We spoke of it earlier. What power did he have to give life onto this image? Georgiana, you got a nice little delay. It's all right. That is right, by the church. Nobody? His military might. You gonna worship this, or we gonna unalive you? We're gonna drop bombs on you. If you don't want democracy and Christianity, all that, you know what I'm saying, we gonna get at you. You hear the same thing every day today. Everybody who's not down with our oppressor and the way he does things, we're gonna blow you up. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
I just said it. You ain't gonna get down. You ain't gonna worship this here. You ain't gonna worship me. Yeah, you out of here. Keep going.
Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right. And he calls everybody, small and great, no matter who you are, rich or poor, you know what I'm saying, slave or a free man, to receive a mark in their right hand. Anybody know what your right hand represents in the Bible? Isaiah.
Your actions.
True, but more with it. Nasawan.
Your works.
That's pretty much the same thing. We ain't got that much time. Your strength. Your strength is your right hand. That's just usually your strong hand represents your strength, right? So you receive the mark in your right hand. You know what I'm saying? And in what?
Their foreheads.
In their foreheads. your forehead is representing the ideology. So we already spoke on it. We already spoke on it. His the way he survived was Christianity and made an image to it. You know, Christ, the white Christ. You know what I'm saying? You don't worship this way, you out of here. You know what I mean? And now you're gonna wear the mark. Now, wearing the mark in your right hand, using your strength to push that ideology. You see what I'm saying? So somebody like a police officer, the military, American military, you know what I'm saying, or any of their Shalom, Lisa John, anybody that is using force to spread the ideology of our oppressor. You see what I'm saying? That's having it in your right hand. Pastor is a good way of saying, or just anybody, tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Using that corrupt communication, spreading the ideology of our oppressor. A pastor would be a good one, though. He has the mark in his forehead. You know what I'm saying? That's the ideology part. So, but there's many people who are walking around with this mark. You think like a Christian. You have the mark in your forehead. You see what I'm saying? You walk around and you're fighting for America. You're fighting for the laws of our oppressor to enforce them. You know what the laws of our oppressor enforce? I mean, you know what the ideology of our oppressor enforces? Does anybody know what they're enforcing? Oppression on God's children. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're enforcing. You know what I'm saying? That mark right there, that means you everything you're pretty much enforcing anything about. It's against the Lord. It's against us. It hinders us. It oppresses us. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 17, and that save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Now a lot of people think that this is just talking about individuals. This is not talking about individuals. When it says that no man might buy or sell, it's talking about Venezuela. Venezuela was not trying to get down. Guess what they did? They cut off all of the oil that they was trying to ship. They were seizing all the oil. They were knocking down boats, talking about, yeah, y'all criminals over here, just to give them a reason to come take the oil. You see what I'm saying? They putting sanctions on people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you can't buy and sell in this world unless you with the beast. You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. Salaki. I don't want my computer to die. I thought I plugged it up. Plug. Okay. Boom. My bad, y'all. I had to make sure my computer didn't die. I thought I had it plugged up. That was not the plug. Salakia. So yeah, it's not talking about one man. It's talking about the nations, the other beast. You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to get down in this world unless you're worshiping the beast. Right? Keep going.
Verse 18, here is the wisdom, that him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Right. And once again, this isn't talking about one man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking about the Antichrist, thinking it's the Antichrist. Well, the Bible says, and you can paraphrase it in your Google machine and type in, there will be many Antichrists, Christ said. Christ said there will be many Antichrist. There's no, and the Bible's not talking about no one man is the Antichrist. You know what I'm saying? The Bible said it would be many. And this is talking about like mankind, like in the last verse, it's talking about mankind shall not buy nor sell. You know what I'm saying? Same thing here. And his number is 660 score. I mean, 600, 3 score and 6. Anybody know what 3 scores mean?
20, sir.
Like score is
60.
Score. Yeah, it'd be 60. So 666 is the number of them that run this kingdom. Now, Flip the page or go to the next chapter and read verse 1.
Book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Sion, and with him 144,000, having
Right.
his father's name.
And the Lord has a number 2. This 144,000 is the Lord's government. That's who's going to run the Lord's government. As in this kingdom, there are 6. The Bible is prophesying and telling you that there are 666 men that run this kingdom. Where the Lord has 144,000. That's 12,000 from each tribe, and it's 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? All right. So with that being said, get me. I'm about to cap it off, right? So give me the book of Ezekiel, chapter 9, verse 4. We got to read fast. Got that? Anybody, whoever got it.
Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst of thereof.
You didn't know you was in the Bible. Anybody that's in the I.S.U.P.K, you in the Bible. The Lord said, go through the city, tell the angel, go through the city and set a mark upon any man who sighs and cries about what's going on right now. What do we do when we out on the corner? We out there crying about what's going on right now. They come in this joint all the time in the comments. Oh, they crying again. They crying again. You know what I'm saying? They always crying. No, the Lord said to do that. Cry loud, spare not. And then you listen to this verse. The Lord said, put a mark on every man that's doing that. You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 5. And to the others, he said in my hearing, Go ye after him through the cities and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Don't spare none of them. But set a mark upon the ones that are crying for all of that, right? Give me give me Revelation chapter 19, verse 19. And Isaiah, you hold Revelation 20, verse 7.
Revelations chapter 19, verse 19.
Oh, and let's not hold on. Matter of fact, excuse me. I brought up that verse for a point. That the Lord said make a mark on them because the Lord also has a mark. You know what I'm saying? Satan has, they got a mark. The beast got a mark. Not, I didn't talk about Satan. The beast has a mark, and the Lord has a mark. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the only ones with a mark. You know what I mean? But that mark isn't like a physical thing. It's basically make a mark, make a notation, make a marker on them that dang it, on them that are sighing and crying and they're doing the work of the Lord and calling it out. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the beast, mark of the beast, yeah, and all their Christianity, all the ways that they have. You see what I'm saying? You could divorce your wife. You eat pork. All of the things that the heathens do, those are marks. You got their mark. You a Muslim, you got the mark of Arab men on you. You know what I'm saying? You a Christian, you got the mark of white man on you. You know what I'm saying? But in a nutshell, you can have many of their marks on you. That's what the mark of the beast is. And there's a main beast. But keep going on what you at. The Lord got a mark too. Go ahead.
And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together.
Everybody gathered. Everybody. The beast got people that's with him. His allies. Keep going.
and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his
Who sat
army.
on the horse in this context? Does anybody know? Christ, for time's sake. This is Christ. They trying to make war. The beast and his allies are trying to make war against Christ. Keep going.
And the beast was taken, and with him the taken.
What does that sound like?
He lost.
He lost. Keep going.
And with him the false prophet that was wrought miracle before him. With Shalaki, sir, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both was cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
And I brought this up just to say, look, choose the right side. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got a mark. The beast, we know who he is. Now you know who he is. You know what I'm saying? You know who he is. You know what his mark is. You know what I'm saying? Get that mark up off for you and choose the right side. Get that mark of the Lord up on you. You see what I'm saying? Because in the end, the beast will be taken. He's going to lose. You want to be on the winning side. You know what I'm saying? And with that, you know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody passed the class off to, but with that, I passed the class off to Officer Shpatayak. You know what I'm saying? We the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Harner. We did not fit new rules for new brothers and sisters. When new brother and sister comes to the school, they off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the world. You know what I'm saying? If a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Salaki. Chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew and it's pronounced ma'ashira. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give it to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free offering for priests, not mandatory, whichever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation, the Lord's 57th annual Passover. I'll see y'all tomorrow. You know what I mean? We going down there. Make sure you, if you have not also already made plans, man, you better jump on the wagon with somebody who going. One thing for sure, you got to come to the Passover. Let somebody know you will be taken care of. Get to that Passover. You see what I'm saying? Get to that Passover. If you're a Black, Latino, Native American, West Indian, Haitian, get to that Passover. Worry about the little stuff later. Get there. You know, we got stories for decades of brothers just getting up and going. They had no money. They had nowhere to stay. And guess what? They had a ball. You know what I'm saying? Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th in Houston, Texas. April the 1st, you know what I'm saying, all the way to the 5th. You know what I'm saying? Got a bunch of events, $200 for everybody under over the age of 17, all adults. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do whatever you can to get any arrangements made right now and make it to that Passover. Remind Ackerman Akwathan to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, and scarf. And with that, I say I might, which means to stand. Gonna give a courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Mountain Shabbat, Imayim, Barak,
Yahweh Hashim Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah. Yad Yamatar, class dismissed.